Okay, wait. In all seriousness, this is my first time crying in a Scream movie.
Yeah, I was crying like a baby. I never
know.
thought that would happen. Let's be honest.
And we'll tell you why. This has to be Dewey's like Oscar-winning performance. David Arquette gives a really great performance that it made me cry.
Yeah, his I knew that when he got emotional reverence or like emotional depth, I was
hold on. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Dewey was gonna die.
Exactly.
I was like, Dewey, no!
No.
He was always my favorite character.
We always...
R.I.P. Dewey. Seriously. Well, hey, I'm Shirley.
Hey, I'm Christy.
And this is Geek-Edge Chat. Subscribe and follow us for movie and TV content. So yeah, Dewey is the best. But yeah, it was just sad. You know, his whole scenes and everything. Him trying to warn Gale and Sydney and just trying to get the courage to talk to them, especially to Gale.
And
that scene, that was the scene that I was like crying, and how he was crying. I was like,
you almost thought that you were in a different movie, not a slasher movie. You
yeah,
thought you were in a dramatic
like,
film, right?
Whoa,
Again,
like it was just like, yeah, in Scream we never really feel those emotions. Well, me personally, I never felt them. I was always like scared in these movies, but I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay.
Different twist.
It was different. It was like, oh yeah, I knew it. He was gonna go.
I know. And what's weird is that this film was in honor of Wes Craven.
Yeah.
They say it at the end. They even they even create a character called West.
Yeah, and they say for West.
But you mentioned.
Yeah, I saw in an article that Wes Craven's favorite character from Scream was Dewey, and that's why even though he got like. Have you ever seen the other movies? Because this is the 5th one. And this is supposed to be a relaunch from what I heard of Scream. And also a sequel. They talk about it kind of in the movie. Like some word they use, Sweeco, or something like that. I don't know. Like, it was bugged out. I was like, wait, what?
Gen Z's taking this.
But anyways, Wes Craven, even though he was always like, Stewie was getting stabbed in these movies a lot, like in that second one, he always made him survive because he really loved that character.
And we love Dewey.
Yeah. And it was kind of weird that it was like in respect or like in honor of Wes Craven, but they kill his favorite character.
That doesn't make any sense.
So it was kind of like, wait, what? Maybe it's because they wanted to bring the new batch of characters, which makes sense. And then, you know, kill off the OG 3 characters and stuff. But they kept Sydney and Gale alive, so... I don't know.
This idea of bringing...
I guess the high stakes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
This new kind of like refresh of the story, but bringing it back to the old scenes, the old house, and having the legacy, the old OG3 as they call them. Like the director's interest, which is Matt, and I think it was Taylor who directed this film. They also did Ready or Not.
Ready or Not's a really good movie. Please check it out. Movie. And if you haven't checked it out, what is up with you? Check it out. It's really good.
Exactly. And so their attempt to refresh this story for the next generation, which is Gen Z. And you can see that because the dialogue between the teenagers is definitely different from past. But I felt like they didn't have the chemistry that the old, like especially the original teenagers had.
Oh, I love the fact that it's more diverse and inclusive.
It is more diverse.
I love that. You know, we had Latinx or Latina, actresses or you know, in the movie. And
Melissa Barrera, who's a Mexican actress who's in The Heights, which she's really good in. And then Jenna Ortega, she's Mexican Puerto Rican, and she was in Yes Day in Netflix.
Yeah, they played sisters, and they were kind of the leads.
And
of course, there's the Meek twins. You know. So having the black twins and stuff, and the black characters, and that was dope because in the second one, they killed off the black characters
right in the beginning.
Which I was like, all right, we're doing this always in horror movies, sadly. So it was great that they had more diversity and inclusion.
Can we talk about the horror versus gore in this film?
Right. Yes. You didn't like it.
Okay, technically, gore is a subcategory of horror, but I feel like gore and horror can be different categories.
Right.
Genres, whatever.
Yeah, I guess for me personally, when it's really gory, when it's like Hostel, Saw, when people are getting really tortured and then killed, or animals are getting tortured and killed. I don't rock with those movies. I'm like, nah, you could keep them. You love them? That's okay. Good for you. For me, just not my thing. So I think I get what you're trying to say. You felt like this movie was more gory, though.
Yeah, and they did it with Halloween too. I was like, for me, it's not necessary because the first Scream, it wasn't gory at all, and I got scared shitless.
Halloween Kills, that one that just came out in October.
Yeah, that one.
I did not like that one, but yeah, they did that
gory.
one.
Like everything is trying. I mean, these horror films are trying to take it to a like gory, like.
There was
stuff like that,
there was always
the way they're killing these characters.
Yeah, there was parts where I was just like looking. I was like, oh, I was looking away. I was like, whoa.
It's enough to like give you like trauma the way they, especially the end scene with the lead character and how she, I don't know. I can't say
you really
anymore,
did not like that scene.
But that scene was like.
For me, it was gory, but it wasn't like to the extreme where I felt uncomfortable. I was like, oh, this is a slasher movie.
What? Well, hold up. You were looking away from the screen.
I was looking away,
So
but it wasn't like, I wasn't like, oh my god, I don't really like want to ever watch this again. I will watch it again.
Important themes that stood out in the film was this whole idea of toxic fandom.
Oh, that was the big thing. The villains were basically representing that.
Yeah, the villains were referencing that, and it's really scary what is happening now in social media, especially among teens and, celebrities.
Too.
Oh, how, artists, not just celebrities, but artists are being attacked by fandom so much that they get death threats, and it's really scary, and this is what this film comments on.
Yeah, it's too extreme. Like when you're sending death threats, or you're just saying things like, oh, I hate this so much, why do people hate this, oh, you're awful people, or red flags, or anything like that. You like, especially when it's a kid's show or a kid's movie, that person gotta look at themselves. It's not the people who like that stuff, it's you gotta look at you, because something's going on. Because that's really toxic. And it's like, whoa. But yeah, Twitter, anything like that, and Instagram and stuff, it gets really toxic, especially in fandoms and stuff. And, people can't have different opinions on certain things. And people have to stay quiet. Because it just gets really scary.
And for all of you guys out there.
And it's not like you can't question things. Of course you could question things. That's the right thing to do, in the sense of like, people have different opinions, and that's good, we have to, talk about things, but it's like, when you're going attacking people in a sense, verbally or physically or anything like that, it's awful. It definitely can hurt people, so don't take it too personal. Don't take it personally, because it can really psychologically
be damaging.
Yeah, pretty much. So...
But before we end this, I don't know if you have anything else to say, but I just want to say...
No, it was a fun movie. I'm happy that it's back, but let's be honest, this was Dewey's movie.
This was Dewey's movie. He definitely needs to get awarded, if not an Oscar, can he get an MTV Movie Award, please?
MTV Movie Award, that's still going on?
I don't know, but if it is, David Arquette, you deserve one. I love this. I love you in it. As far as anyone who stood out in this film, it was definitely Dewey. The leads... They were entertaining.
I like Tara. She was going through a lot. That teenage girl was she was going through a lot. Yeah. She was surviving. She was just doing her thing. I was like, shout out to you. Because, whoa.
She really was.
A lot.
So, but anyways, if you like what you saw today in this discussion about Scream and our love for Dewey, please like this video. Definitely share it. And... stay in touch with us, connect, subscribe, follow. Thank you for watching.
Ring that bell, peace.
Peace. We out of here.